it's about that time. We decided we were going to do something a little bit different today, add some different elements to what we already do. It's going down, man. Trying to figure out ways to break the algorithm, man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to all our channels, all our different platforms. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 Prime Time. It's crazy. We got to get it done, though. Boss Talk 101, where the boss is talking.
What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your man Big G coming at you all the way live. New face. Blessed to be here on this wonderful July 19th, 2026 here in the great state of Mississippi. It's hot outside today. But you are tuned in to the Prime Time Network. I am your host, Big G. You locked into Industry Talk. Welcome. 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 Thank you for joining. We're giving everyone an opportunity to get the notification and let them know that we're here. As we are every day. If the granddaughter goes to the University of Singing, I will be here tomorrow. And I hope you enjoy the smooth, melody, and the jazz riff that you're hearing right now, the soulful sound. The trumpet is going so hard. It's very soothing, Put your mind at ease after a very long and exhausting day. Take a look. That's why we're here. We want to give you something to think about and close out on a television. And if you don't mind, as we say, I want you to lock us in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. But I need for you to share the live. Whether you're on Instagram, Twitch, LinkedIn, IG, YouTube. Share the live. We want the world to know what's going on. And that we have a whole lot to say. If you are just tuning in, welcome. 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 I want to know where you are locked in from. Chosen 1442. Let me know where your time been from. What part of the world? So we can shout you out. This is Industry Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Real conversation, Unapologetically real. And that's how we like it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. Let's do a little house cleaning. Before we get everything jumped off. Give you guys something to think about. Tuesdays, Paul Whitehouse. And he will be bringing guests on from time to time. But we'll be talking about business, finance, Patriot, BFC. Make sure you lock in on Tuesdays, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time with Paul Whitehouse. Get rich and don't cry trying.
I'm Paul. I'm Chad. I'm Paul from Patriot Business Finance Consultants. I'm just trying to get the best financing package arranged for our clients. We will fight for you. 844-742-1776. Call us. Check out our website, www.patriotbfc.com.
That is patriotbfc.com. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time every day. And lock in with Jonathan Shaw. Inside Speaks, military veterans' point of view.
No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm going to share some of them stories with you on this channel.
And make sure, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not tapped in to my good man Jarrell Braswell's comedy site, make sure you go to www.jbcomedy.com and see all the wonderful stuff he has jumping off on his website.
Hey, what it do, world? It's your boy, comedian JB, the real Jay Braswell, comedian Jay Braswell. Hey, dig this. I got a website, man. Tap in at jbcomedy.com.
jbcomedy.com. Ready to touch a city near you. As a matter of fact, if in fact you want to lock in with the Jarrell Braswell to come to your city, give us a call. Hit us on the email and let us know what it is that you have in mind. And we can definitely check his calendar and see his availability and get him to need a host to your city. Feature, headliner, or motivational speaker who delivers every time. Book comedian Jarrell Braswell, bringing high energy comedy and unforgettable performances to every stage he touches. Catch him while you can. Visit jbcomedy.com and secure your date today. The calendar is filling fast. Book Jarrell Braswell now.
Come on, go ahead. Come up, blooded. They call me JB Comedy.
Coming to the stage, comedian JB.
Man, I tried they older women, them cougars, they fucking it up. They doing what young women doing, cougars popping, mollies, they get BBLs, all that shit. One cougar I was fucking with had a BBL, she was shaped like a silver bite gorilla. For real. Had another one I was fucking with, that bitch was shaped like Shamar.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're bridging the gap. Okay? And need your feedback, want your engagement, because tonight we're talking about the client-consumer relationship. All right. One of the most important relationships in business, that is the relationship between the client and the consumer. Would you agree? If not, Let me know. And we're talking about in business. We're not talking about in your personal life. We're talking about in business. This is a business conversation. This is within the constructs of business. Somewhere along the way, we've allowed technology, automation, and transactions to replace conversations, trust, and genuine human connection. Businesses are moving faster than ever before, yet many customers feel less heard than they did years ago. So, how do we bridge the gap? It begins by understanding that every consumer wants to know one thing. Do you care about me? Or do you only care about what? Yeah, you said it. My money. The companies that will dominate tomorrow won't simply have the best products, they'll have the strongest relationships. They'll listen more than they speak. We've talked about this before. I constantly sound like a broke record because sustainability is kind of like a broke record. It's a repetition of the same thing over and over and over again, you know, but your deliverables are different in terms of the results because you're fine tuning every step of the way, but you have your process. Does that make sense? To solve problems instead of making excuses. We already know what excuses are. And create experiences that people remember long after the transaction is complete. Now, on the other hand, consumers also have a responsibility. Great partnerships are built on communication, patience, respect, and honest feedback. Businesses cannot improve if consumers never communicate their needs, and customers cannot expect excellence from businesses that are never given the opportunity to make things right. We've all done it. Got bad service at a restaurant that you sat down at that was supposed to be one of the nicer establishments, and you get bad service. Maybe the waiter or whomever the case may be, management had a bad day, and the whole experience just went down the tubes. And you say, to hell with this, I'm never going back to this place. Is there a way to mend that bridge, that communication, that customer client relationship? Bridging the gap means replacing assumptions with conversations, right? It means viewing every complaint as an opportunity, every question as a chance to educate, and every interaction as an investment in long-term relationships. The strongest brands in the world weren't built because they sold the most products. They were built because they earned the most trust. When you go to McDonald's, and I'm not saying you go to McDonald's often, you have in your mind, it's already hardwired in your mind, what a Big Mac is supposed to taste like. The fact that I mentioned a Big Mac, you already got it in your mind, everything that goes on a Big Mac and what it's supposed to taste like. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, all on a sesame seed bun. You know the flavor. You know the thought process. But if you go and you order a Big Mac and you bite down into that Big Mac and it tastes like a quarter pounder, it's going to throw you off. because that's not the branded taste and flavor and what your brain has already registered, that trust factor that's been built, that every time I order this burger, these fries, this vanilla shake, with the 10-piece nuggets on the side, hot mustard, you get my point. So tonight, I challenge every leader in everything. What am I doing to strengthen the relationship instead of simply completing the transaction? Because when trust becomes the foundation, loyalty becomes the result. And when loyalty becomes the result, everybody wins. Welcome to Industry Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into this thing tonight, man. We got a full house. The numbers are growing. I want to know where you're chiming in from. Put your city in the index. Rep your city. Let me know where you're coming from. Can we get into it today, ladies and gentlemen? Let me see where everybody. Let me go to the screens. I don't even know if my stuff is running the way that it's supposed to be running. Let's see here. I think everything is blurry and slow. And it might just be my Facebook. Let's see here. What's going on, Jonathan Shaw? What's happening, my brother? Angel Williams in the place to be. What's happening, sister? Let's see here. Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff. Oh, wow. Oak Cliff, home of the gangsters. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tourist alert PSA. If in fact you decide to ever visit Dallas, DFW, that whole region, if in fact you want to visit Oak Cliff, make sure that you have someone from Oak Cliff in the vehicle with you. I'm just saying, definitely have someone from Oak Cliff in the vehicle with you when you decide to just dilly-dally your ass over into an area that you know nothing about. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad area. That is, do not go repeat. Hold on, let me get y'all closer to me. Do not go repeat and say, G said on Industry Talk that Oak Cliff was a bad area. I did not. I repeat, I did not say that. Some of the greatest people come out of Oak Cliff. One of the coldest comedians in the game, Black Ron, is from Oak Cliff. So no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I'm just making a suggestion. But back to what my point is. Don't say I said anything negative about Oak Cliff. It is a beautiful area in parts. But at the same time, such a small area, crime rate higher than the entire DFW area combined, that baffles me. Don't take my word for it. I've given you the warning. Yes, you can travel anywhere on the planet that you please. I agree. You can. And you can sit there and know without a shadow of a doubt that you may be the coldest mother on the planet. Yes. Or, but I can assure you, remember the other day we was talking about mob energy, mob mentality? Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's like throwing chum in the water. Yeah. It's like they smell it. Don't take my word for it. My man E posted something, and I don't know what's going on, but it looked like Twisted Black. Love the music, love his story. Had an opportunity to get an interview for Prime Time with Twisted Black. He was fighting in the strip club or something. I think they was at a bachelor party he was explaining, and I don't know. That's a side of Twisted that you really don't see in the public space. Let me say that. But if anybody got any information or news on it, hopefully Twisted is cool. Hopefully everything is good. And, people going out to enjoy, have a good time, bachelor party, have to come up with some humbug stuff for whatever reason. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't even address it. But the fact that it came across my timeline from my brother E, I'm just mentioning it. If anybody knows what's going on, man, fill me in. Shaw says before redlining and people moving around. Oh, okay. Let me go back on the comments because I must have missed something. Let's see. We got a new nature park. Everybody come to. Okay. That's what's up. Oh Lord, Angel trying to rep and protect her city. No, they cool. No, I don't want to hear all of that. It sounds good. It sounds good when you write it up. You know what I mean? When you from there, you know it's cool because you cool. You from there. But when you not from there and you go in there roaming around where you ain't supposed to be and come out of there with rabbit ears. Okay, yeah. Let's see. In the public space, there's 52 fake you out. Some people still got issues unresolved. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. And Miss Angel says, people don't know that I'm from the cliff. Rep yo city. She ain't say Oak. She said how it's supposed from the cliff. God dog out. She said people don't know I'm from the cliff until I tell them. Yes, indeed. I don't know which set you repping, but I can hear it in the conversation. Shaw, you didn't marry a gangster, man. Got the blue. That's all right. I love it. Man, let me get back to it. I be getting off topic, man, and getting enjoying the engagement in the conversation. And I be forgetting that I'm supposed to be giving you some sustenance, some things to think about. Smoke something 318, man. Where you chiming in from, man? Let us know where you're locked in from. Rep your city. Drop it in the comments section over there on IG. Chosen 1442 over there on IG, man. Let us know where you're locked in from. If you didn't hit the internet, caught the wave, and landed on the page, I want to know where you're coming in from, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch, let me know. If you're over there on kick some shit off. Let me know where you're locked in from. Holla at your boy, man. Shoot. We don't need no dead fish conversations. That's right. Anyway, so here we go. Let's talk about 3 successful methods for bridging the client consumer relationship. Right? 3 quick ones. Pop, pop, pop. Gonna knock them out. Because see, I get to talking and other things get to happening. And if I do like 5 to 10 talk points, you'll never get to 10 with me. Because this information is important. And when we talk about module for module, point for point, I like to try to explain and express. But a lot of times I really don't want to give it all to you because people pay me for this information. So why would I give this shit to you for free when you ain't gonna take it and make it useful? So, I'm a cliffhanger kind of guy. Yeah. Give you enough, leave you salivating, wanting more, because you're like, man, you know what? I need that information. I wish he could have finished the conversation. How can I get, man? Let me call this dude and see what's happening. Yes, hello. How may I help you? Oh, consultation? No problem. Let me put you through to Mr. Smith. Quickly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't get mad at me because I got, I got foreigners working at the front desk. Don't get mad at me. Y'all been talking about y'all wanting foreigners and everything else. I don't want a foreign car. I want a foreign receptionist. Yeah. So you don't know where I'm at. I could be in Budapest. I could be in Bangladesh. I can be in Tulum, goddamn. Patch me in. Shit. Oh, we throw shots. So you're not gonna say you from the Mexican side of the cliff. Damn. Que pasa, mi amigo? What's going on? Sounds like things are El Fuego over there. Muy caliente. What's really happening? Chimo Daddy. Let us know, man. Shots fired. Shaw, I didn't know you was from El Chapo's side of town of Oak Cliff. I did not know. Rep your city, baby. Let us know, man. You know what I'm saying? You trying to sit down? Hey. You say you hang with the SAs. You was chilling back in the day. But for me to see it in the comments, oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay. I understand. I get it now. Because Jonathan is Mexican. Gotcha. You've given me a whole new lineup of commentary and comedy that I can bring across this platform at this point. Yes, indeed. Huh? I'm trying to tell you. My brain is working over. I done forgot the whole conversation about client-consumer relationship, and now I'm thinking about everything that I can bring to the table. Hey, do he got his green card? Fuck that he was in the military. Do he got his green card? I need to collect that 10 grand. Shit. Hold on a second. Let me see if I got Homeland Security. No. I ain't got a nigga phone. Let me. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now I see why he was out there chasing motherfucking road runners. Expletive. Excuse my French in this narrative. Talking about road runners. Yeah. And rattlesnakes. I got something for your La Cucaracha ass. It is on and popping. Wait a minute. Can I speak? Can I talk about Mexican? Yeah, you can't talk about the little hat people. Do they got a coalition to shut you down? And Cancel you? I don't know. But I know Bud Crawford beat the hell out of Canelo. Ooh, shit. He beat the brakes off him. It's a good fight, though. Canelo's, he did his thing, but he beat the brakes off him. Now I see what's going on. Now I see why he's short-tempered. Yeah. Little hot tamale. I can see why he snaps. I get it now. It all makes sense. My brother. Yeah. Start calling him El Jefe. Yeah. Yeah. Jonathan Shaw, a.k.a. El Jefe. El Pedron. El Pedroni. The real macaroni, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all tap in with Inside Speaks, man. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time here on the Primetime Network. Yeah. So, number one, successful methods for bridging the client-consumer relationship. Let's get into that, right? Because I don't have a whole lot of time. I got a few more minutes. Number one, listen before you sell. That's hard to do. You know why? Because we're so hardwired to sell. I don't want to switch to, man, buy this shit. You want it? No, man, keep it pushing. Because if I can get through 10 of y'all, somebody going to buy it. You see, that's the methodology that a lot of people, a lot of sales reps take. Volume. And there's nothing wrong with volume because you need volume. But you're not building a relationship just going through it that way, right? So ask questions to understand the client's real needs. Listen actively without interrupting. Recommend solutions instead of pushing products. And the result, trust increases, repeat business grows, and referrals begin to follow. Number two, communicate consistently. Set clear expectations from the beginning. You don't want to over-deliver because you're definitely not going to under-deliver. And I'm not saying sit there and hit that even medium. What I'm saying is set clear expectations, boundaries from the beginning. Keep the clients informed throughout the process. Be honest about delays, challenges, and solutions. The end result? Confidence. It replaces uncertainty, creating long-term loyalty. Now, I'm just giving you 3 suggestions. Deliver more than expected. Remember I said over-deliver? See, I don't just talk about this. This is shit what we do. These are things that we do. Excuse the expletive. These are things that we do. Meet deadlines. Follow up after the sale or the closing of a deal or the contract, right? Solve problems quickly and professionally. And add unexpected value whenever it's possible. You do more than what's expected. Go above and beyond. So the results are very simple. Customers become advocates who promote your business without being asked. Now, I'm going to give it to you on the flip. Before I give it to you on the flip, let me go see what everybody got to say about the thing. Let me see what the input is, because I've been talking. Yeah, definitely going to be a good listener, hands down. Family reunion, okay. Good deal. Family reunion coming up this weekend already. Yeah. And I must mention, I'd be remiss if I don't mention this, because obviously my brother is having hunger. Yes, I'm making. See, Jonathan Shaw's talking about he on his health kick. He doing all this good stuff, drinking his lemon water and all the good things that he puts into his mix. His wife is making him eat this rabbit food, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep him healthy. He doing 25, 10, 5 push-ups, you know what I'm saying? He out there walking, rucking, he putting in the miles now, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, he put the miles in. But as you can see in his comments, if you go back and you read his comments on his live, on our lives here on Industry Talk, and you get to talking about food and what he's eating and, what he did for his wife's birthday and how he slicked one in with some extra food and stuff that he wanted. Look here, ladies and gentlemen, it's here in the live. I love some tamales too. Sounds like he's yearning for a tamale because he's tired of eating lettuce and black olives and, broccoli made to be or told it's tastes like chicken. I don't know how you do that one, but hey. My man wanted a tamale. I just know what I'm reading. So hopefully at the family reunion, you'll be allowed to eat you some chitlins, and some ham hocks, and some red beans and rice, and some collard greens, and corn on the cob. Yeah, big old fish, catfish, whole catfish, head and all. Cornbread, man. Gravy on them mashed potatoes. That's the first plate. Black-eyed peas. Piece of watermelon, cantaloupe. Yeah. So 3 unsuccessful methods. You can take this to the bank that damage relationships. Transaction only thinking. Make it about the bug, you're going to get stuck. Treat customers like numbers instead of people. When you focus only on making the sale, you disappear after payment is received. The result? One-time customers with little or no loyalty. Number 2, unsuccessful methods that damage relationship. Number 2, poor communication. Ignore calls or emails, overpromise and underdeliver. You leave clients guessing about the status of their project. Results are frustration, negative reviews, and a loss of business ultimately. Yeah. And number 3, refusing accountability. You're quick to blame the customer. Make excuses instead of finding solutions. Avoid difficult conversations when problems arrive. And so that results Very simple. Broken trust, damaged reputation, and truly a loss of opportunities. So business isn't built on products, ladies and gentlemen. We might think that it is, and some like that, internet relationship to whereas, you just order online and you don't have to have that customer relationship. But if something goes wrong, you can best believe they want to talk to somebody human. They don't want to sit there and do processing through the computer. Products create transactions, but trust creates legacies. If you can bridge the gap between what your client expects and what your consumer experiences, you'll build something that your competition can't duplicate. And, your reputation is through the roof. The whole customer-client relationship is different at that point. You operate at a whole different level. Yeah. So let me spread a little love right quick. Big shout out to the Butterfly Collection. Today's episode of Industry Talk is proudly sponsored by the Butterfly Collection. That's right, the Butterfly Collection is here. Gentle stories, big lessons, bright imagination. Books are available at Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Ingram Spark by author Angel Williams. These books are perfect for pre-K programs, kindergarten classrooms, elementary schools, classroom libraries, bedtime reading, and SEL programs. Be sure to get your copy today. Be sure to get your copies today, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out to Tisha Lee and her signature house blends as well. Today's conversation on Industry Talk is being brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Tisha's signature house blend, Season All. When you're preparing yourself something to eat, be sure to season your meats with Tisha's signature house blend. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.
It's about that time we decided we were going to do something a little bit different today, add some different elements to what we already do. It's going down there trying to figure out ways to break the algorithm, man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to all our channels, all our different platforms. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 Primetime. It's crazy. We got to get it done, though. Boss Talk 101, what the boss is talking.
Are you Patriot Business Finance Consultants? Yeah, I'm Patriot Business Finance Consultants. Why? Everything okay? Are you working with John Smith of Smith's Construction? Well, yeah, I'm working with John Smith of Smith's Construction. I'm trying to arrange the best possible financing for what he's trying to get accomplished. The best deal structure, the best term, and the best rates.
That ain't gonna work for me. I'm getting the deal.
Wait a minute. Even if packages and rates and the deal structure and everything else is better for the customer, you still want the deal?
Deal structure and rates don't matter. And none of that matters.
getting the customer the better deal doesn't matter to you? Stop! You can have the deal. Ugh.
Hey man, I saw what happened. Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks for checking on me. I'm Paul.
I'm Chad.
I'm Paul from Patriot Business Finance Consultants. We're just trying to get the best financing package arranged for our clients. We will fight for you. 844-742-1776. Call us. Check out our website, www.patriotbfc.com.
Yes, indeed. Patriot Business, patriotbfc.com. Let me check something. Shayla Wright, what's going on, Shayla Wright? Comedian Pumpkin, what's happening? Thank you for tapping in, man. Y'all let me know where y'all tapping in from. Drop it in the comment section. Rep your city, man. You know, come straight out the SIP. Smoke something, 318 in Chosen, 1442. Welcome to the party, man. Engage in the conversation. Let me see over here on this other side. On Facebook and Twitch and Instagram. Okay. All right. Well, today's been fun. Today's been very enjoyable. I say that because, you know, the workflow is going really well. People are enjoying the use of the product. And there's a lot more that is integrated into the system that they don't even know about yet. But and we're talking about the Freeway Enterprise, Freeway Records Enterprise operating system, you know, mission control with what we do with our artists, how we handle our artists from the birth of a project, walking it through the pipeline, making sure that everything is in place, all of their registrations from copyrights to branding material, marketing, promotions, PRO, you know, your royalties organizations, whether it be PARS overseas, PRS overseas, whether it's BMI or ASCAP here in the continental contiguous United States, including Hawaii, American Samoa. Registering you with the MLC, the RIAA, you know, there's a list of different organizations that you want to be affiliated with and things that your record has to go through before it touches a DSP, right? Make sure that your UPCs are in check, your ISRC numbers are in check. They're yours. You have ownership of them. Applying for and paying for your copyrights through the right channels, the right bodies, the U.S. Copyright Office, the Library of Congress, the real entity, not some third-party entity that says that they're going to copyright your work for you. And that's not what happens. So getting you indexed and ready to be able to track your IP, your intellectual property, from the birth of that piece of content, whether it be a photo, which could be an art cover that's attached to a piece of music, which then travels throughout the life of that work and tracking the royalties of that work, or the residuals, if it's a movie, of that work throughout its life, throughout the duration. And promotional materials, landing pages, and websites, all of the things that major entities do. We do it. But people will go to a major and get kicked in the ass because they want independency, or they want a quick check, not realizing they're just borrowing against their own product. You're getting a loan against your own product. I'm showing you how to take your product and leverage it, and it remains yours. How to really secure your asset and leverage that asset, and hey, sync clearances for sample, whatever the case may be, promotional, booking, mechanicals, terrestrial radio, hitting terrestrial radio, making sure that your music is encoded so that it's tracked correctly. I can do this all day. This conversation is me all day long, like a duck in water. So yes, we've built the ultimate platform. I've been building this thing for some time, and my artists have been using this for some time, and they get results because it holds them accountable for what they say they are. I'm an independent artist. Okay, I've given you independent artistry at your fingertips. And I'm showing you that it works. So if you're underperforming and your royalties list doesn't show or reflect anything quarter to quarter, that is not my fault. Because we're not pointing fingers and placing blame, because I will promote the hell out of you. I will talk about you at the top of the mountaintop, at the peak, and will repeatedly speak about who you are, what you're about, speak good and pour awesome things into your character, into who you are as a person. But if you're not out there beating the streets, if you're not out there hitting the scene, if you're not out there letting folks know who you are, there's only so much that I can say. Think about that. I'm not the artist. I'm the hype man. I'm the promotional tool. I'm the branding ambassador guy, the behind the scenes person that helps push. But if I don't have content to create and push, guess what? It's where it is, because you don't want to pay the fee to come see G. But you go pay all these other little small distribution sites that offer you nothing in terms of ownership of your own product. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, yes, that is a shot across the bow to all of the artists that are out there that are being abused, misused, mishandled, misunderstood, and have no clear sense of direction in terms of what it is that they're supposed to be doing in business, how to tie it all in together and make it work. Yeah. You've talked to managers and you've talked to industry moguls that are selling you pipe dreams. Yeah, if you're tired of that, come holler at me. That's as simple as I can put it. Yeah. Yeah. Bridging the gap. The client-consumer relationship. So this is me talking to you about bridging the gap and solidifying a sound relationship as it relates to you as an artist or client, business owner, entrepreneur, whatever it is that you call yourself in today's space, in this economy. We are your solution. And I must remind you all the time, you cannot have management without Jim in the middle. So with that, my good friends, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know with me, man, what it's about. It's always about health, wealth, wellness. Stay dangerous.